Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual pricing for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 53-year-old female. Now, first thing I recommend is go directly to our website. We've got these free quoters on every page. You just select the state that you live in, select the coverage amount, put your birthday in there, the rest of the info, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that has all the best insurance companies with all the lowest pricing, and you will be able to avoid those policies that have the ones you see on TV and newspapers and magazines that have those super low rates that when you call them up, it's for absolutely hardly any coverage at all. And then they try upselling you, and you will not fall for their tricks. It will also help you avoid policies that have 2-year waiting periods that are often 200% more expensive than first day coverage, which is what we recommend. You can also call us at 888-862-9456. One of our agents can help you out as well. Now, one of the first things we recommend to a 53-year-old female looking for $25,000 worth of life insurance is to consider what you actually need to cover your final expenses. Now, typically, final expenses would be either a cremation or a burial. So the actual cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's just if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you're going to have some sort of a ceremony on top of the cremation, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500 range. So we actually recommend about $5,000 to $7,000 of coverage for that cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now you're probably saying, whoa, 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 whoa. That's $2,000 for the cremation. Why are we looking at $5,000? Well, because you're a 53-year-old female. You probably want to make it to 63 or 73 or 83. We want to make sure that we inflation-proof that plan and then lock in your lowest rates right now. And, if, God forbid, you died a little bit sooner, then there's a little bit extra money built in there to take care of some other final expenses or, medical bills or something like that. And by doing so, we're able to keep the premiums low, but inflation-proof your plan. Now, if you're going to have the cremation and the ceremony, we'd probably recommend $7,000 to $10,000 for the very reasons we just mentioned as far as inflation. Now, if you're going to be buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into any funeral home with a $10,000 check, they will most likely get it done. It's hard to imagine they would not, and make you walk out the door and walk down to one of their competitors and let their competitor take your check. But just understand, $10,000 is not a fancy funeral at all these days. And at age 53, hopefully you're going to make it to 63, 73, 83. We know prices are going to go up. So we would typically recommend anywhere between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Now, we typically don't recommend going really crazy, getting a whole lot of coverage. A lot of times when that happens, somebody would say, well, we want to leave $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, behind for the kids or something like that. And unfortunately, it can get a little bit expensive for people on a fixed or limited income. So typically we recommend against that. Get this insurance for exactly what you need. And just understand if your budget's a little tight, get what you can afford, because we can always add more coverage later. So again, for a burial, typically $10,000, $15,000, or $20,000. So just keep that in mind. Now, one thing we always recommend is first day coverage or benefits. And that's the only thing we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. So we do not recommend the 2-year waiting period plans at all. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But a lot of people would say, hey, I really like that first day coverage, but I hear those plans ask health questions and I'm not in the best of health. And we always say to them, well, that's our problem, not yours, at least from an insurance perspective. And that's why we work with so many different insurance companies, because all the insurance companies ask different health questions and they all have different underwriting. And, right now, about 95% of the time, we're getting people first day coverage or benefits. So the only reason you really wouldn't qualify for first day coverage or benefits is if you had a really significant health issue going on, like maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or in a nursing home. If that were the case, we would typically refer you out to a different insurance company The only other thing that seems to happen a fair amount, it seems like on a weekly basis, is somebody will call us up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week and they didn't have insurance and we don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral home director's not going to do anything till he gets some cash in his hand. So we need to get this policy right away so that we can get paid and get the funeral home director paid. And we just have to let people know that, you know, there is no insurance company in the United States that's going to issue one of these policies on a dead person. So it's really sad that the person who died didn't take care of this in advance. They knew they were going to die someday. They probably were going to take care of this someday. And then they just went and died. And now everybody else has got to clean up the mess. And it's really sad because most families don't have the money to do this. So they end up having to put it on credit cards. And, 26% interest rate, they're going to be paying on this for years and years and years. And that's a terrible legacy and burden to leave behind for your loved ones. So don't be that person. Don't do that. Get this insurance. It's affordable. If you can't get everything you want, just get what you can afford. We can always help you add more coverage later. Don't be that person. Now, the 2-year waiting periods, let's talk about those. Colonial Penn's fairly well known. I mean, I think it's just because they advertise all the time on TV. That $9.95 plan. And if you didn't know that $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period. Yuckers, right? Yuck, yuck, yuck. And there's other companies out there that sell 2-year waiting periods. Colonial Penn, their Mutual of Omaha, or actually Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, and AIG, Gerber, just to name a few. There's a bunch of other ones too, but man, some of these companies have done an amazing job of convincing the American public that if you're over 50, the only thing you'll qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we always say, don't fall for such nonsense. Because we help people with first aid coverage all day long. Yeah, don't fall for that. Now, our 53-year-old female is probably thinking, after watching that Colonial Penn commercial, probably thinking she's going to get a lot of coverage, right? For $9.95, probably get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000. And then she talks with a Colonial Penn agent or gets online like we've done on their website here, looking for you. And a female, age 53, for 1 unit of coverage, $9.95. That $9.95 is only going to buy $1,845 worth of insurance. Now, I mean, that's probably enough to pay for a cremation in many parts of the country, except for one thing. It's got a 2-year waiting period, and no, it's not going to pay out in the first 2 years if you die of a health or medical reason. So, yeah, it's a big disadvantage. And there's a lot of people out there that would say that, these companies offer these low teaser rates not to sell you that small amount of coverage for the teaser rate, but to get you on the phone and upsell you to a more substantial and profitable coverage amounts. So we would never say that about Colonial Penn, but some people would, and you might want to formulate your own opinion on that. But let's try to see if we can get $25,000. Because Colonial Penn, they max out at 15 units. What is that going to do? 27. We actually can. We got to go down to 14 units. That's as close as you're going to get. You can't get $25,000 for a 53-year-old female because they sell by the unit, not by the coverage amount. And that's why you always end up with these wackadoodle numbers like $25,830. But is that a good deal? Let's go check first day coverage and see if we can save you some money by being a smart shopper. So we've got $25,000 for a female, age 53, right here. Let's hit the get quote button. And again, this is going to be roughly $25,000 for $140. Look at this. We can get, I want to show you this, $25,000 up here. We can get that for right around $60, $58.87. So would you rather have $25,000 for around $60? Or would you rather have $25,000 for around $140? Ouch. That's like $80 more a month. Oh, ouch. And Colonial Penn will let you overpay that $80 a month for the rest of your life. And they will sock you with that 2-year waiting period. And if you think about it, when our 53-year-old female gets to age 63, her policy will have been in force 10 years. Colonial Penn will have overcharged you right about $9,000 $3,600 roundabout on a $25,000 policy. Why would you overpay around $9,600 when you didn't have to, when you could get first day coverage? This level here means first day coverage. So just be an educated consumer. If you're not an educated consumer, which most people aren't with insurance, let us help you be educated and save you money. Let's look at some other companies here, though. So, and you'll be able to see all these different insurance companies here as we go on. So, like here, Limico, they're $86, roughly $25 more a month. It's a little bit more, but I'm doing easy math. $25 a month, that's $300 a year. That would be an extra $3,000 after 10 years. Why would you overpay $3,000 when you could get somebody like us to get you better pricing? Yeah, it seems like the smart way to go. Just be an educated buyer. Don't overspend $3,000. And here's another company, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess, but ouch, look at that pricing. Yeah, it is level first day coverage, but yeah, that pricing is pretty stout, right? Now, Lincoln Heritage has a deal where when you pass away, they will supposedly call 2-3 different funeral homes, get the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple other things, but they don't do that for free. They're going to charge you for that. That's like $90. $90 versus $60. That's rough. That's more than $30 a month. We're just going to round it down to 30, but it's $30 a month plus more. So it's $360 a year more. If you live an extra 10 years, our 53-year-old makes it to 63, it's going to be an extra $3,600 more. Why would you ever pay $3,600 more? And if so, a lot of people would say, yeah, that's a pretty good payday for the insurance company to make 2 or 3 phone calls and do a couple other things that probably take an hour or so is all, and they make $3,600. And I guess we would agree. So we recommend you not do that. We recommend you let us help you get the lower pricing. And then we actually provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. You can download that off our website, print it out, and then fill it out. Who gets what and what goes where and what you want done after you're gone. And then when you're done with that, keep it with your insurance policy. And now when you pass away, your family's not only going to be protected financially, but emotionally, because all they'll have to do is just execute your wishes, do exactly what you wanted them to do, and what you said in the funeral and estate planning guide, and what peace of mind that will provide to them. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. What a wonderful gift of love that you took care of this in advance. They will know that you loved them not only in life, but that you were also thinking at a point in the future when you wouldn't be here and they would still need you. And you've protected them financially and emotionally. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. So go to funeralfunds.com. We've got a special quarter for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube, and you can get the best rates and most discounts on that page. And you can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. But if you've got an existing policy and you want to price shop it or add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you want a brand new policy or just have any questions, we can help you out with that. But we look forward to helping you get the most coverage for the least amount of money. And we look forward to helping you with that when you are ready for help. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.